Good morning, everyone. Today we are out at the Hennepin Canal. Starting here in, I have no idea what this town is. Dang it, I don't remember. I'm gonna restart this. Good morning. We are out in Kelowna at the east end of the Quad Cities by the Hennepin Canal. We're gonna be crossing the last part of the Hennepin Canal all the way to where it meets the Mississippi at the other end of the Quad Cities. That will be our journey. We'll be doing this via paddleboard, which I will be getting out shortly. And yeah, let's get started.
Don't worry about it.
We are off. The water is very still. I have to paddle like constantly in order to move. But there are storms coming in tonight, so I am hoping to make it a certain distance because there's a nice sturdy bridge that I can camp out under and ride those out at a certain point much further along. So I am going to get on going here. It's amazing the amount of just life there is in the water here. Like, seems like almost every second I'm paddling there's massive fish and turtles and minnows and everything just like moving around, running away or scattering into the fronds and stuff. It's really cool. So this canal was built like in the late early 1900s, I think. And it was originally meant to connect all the way from like Chicago to the Quad Cities there, to the Mississippi. And it was completed, it like got finished and everything, but by the time everything was like done, the boat technology actually had progressed so much on the Mississippi and stuff that this canal was like too small. It was rendered like obsolete by the bigger boats that could go down the Mississippi and stuff. That and the railroad was doing its thing and probably did a bit of lobbying, you know, to keep it from being more viable. But it's still a very interesting thing, and like it saw limited use and then it was like abandoned, I guess. But now it's like they turned it into a park and people like me can boat down it and imagine what it'd be like to ferry cargo all the way from Chicago to here and beyond. Also, these things, I don't know if you can see them, are very annoying. They just keep getting caught and slowing me down, but we're powering through them. A bit harder with one hand, but we're making it work. And apparently a lot of the technology they were using at the time for this was fairly new stuff, and they ended up like learning from what they did and taking those lessons later to build the Panama Canal. That big old guy that ferries all the freight through the isthmus and stuff. So yeah, kind of a cool bit of history of this place. We found a volleyball just floating here. I'm gonna take it over to shore, I guess, and toss it up. Maybe someone will grab it. We made it past the first portage. Now we're out of the canal itself, and we're in the wide open reaches of the Rock River. So now that I'm not actively avoiding the weeds and stuff, I can just let the current take me, chill for a bit, maybe get some lunch, and yeah. It'll be this river for a lot of the stretch, and then there'll be a stretch where it's a bunch of canal and a bunch of portages, which is going to be real annoying, but we'll get there. Oh no, which way do I go? I think I'm gonna go that way. Because that way goes straight through faster. That way goes through, goes around. Slower, but looks like it'd be prettier. So, that one.
'cause I'll reap what I'm sowing, but I ain't lost sleep, it'll come in due time. And if the Lord wants to take me, I'm here for the taking, 'cause hell's probably better than trying to get by.
We're getting there. I'm getting a little tired, but we're getting there. I'm definitely regretting not bringing gloves. My hands are getting a little chafed. I'll probably have blisters by the end of this, but it's fine. I'm trying to conserve my water, because I did have this nice big gallon jug of water, an old Arizona tea bottle, but I left it at work. I have a streak of leaving it at work for like 3 days in a row now. And the one time I actually needed to take it home, I continued the streak of leaving it at home. So all I have is like 4 different smaller water bottles, which doesn't amount to the same amount. So I'm trying to conserve my water. I'm hoping at the campsite I go to, I'm drifting towards the shore, hold on. I'm hoping at the campsite I go to, they'll have a drinking fountain so that I can fill myself back up, as it were. But yeah, I'm making pretty good headway. I can hear and see the highway over that way, and that means I'm nearing-ish my destination for the night, and it's not even halfway through the day. So we'll see what happens if I do that, if I'm just gonna chill there for the rest of the day, or I'm struggling to do this with one hand right now. But like, I keep inexplicably drifting towards shore, and it's not fun when I'm trying to do stuff. But yeah, that's how it is at the moment. Very nice, very peaceful, very flowers, very trees, and much water. Not drinkable though. Oh, the agony. was like, what happened to that house? It's all collapsed, but there's a guy on the other side with a skid steer. I think they're tearing it down. So there's just straight up a road here. Like, I didn't even realize it when I stopped, but this is just right next to a road. Also, this is literally butterfly land. There's so many butterflies. There was a monarch flying around. I want to find it again because that was cool. Oh, I see it. It's on one of those. Yeah, there. Sick. Bridge in view, bridge in view. Oh, the joy. The wind came along, and I don't even have to paddle anymore. We're just cooking along at a good pace, without even doing nothing. Headed straight for a tree. I should probably do something. They got a tree house by the water. They got some wagon wheels, what looks like an old dock. They got the setup, man. Nice. I don't want to hit their... So this is where I was gonna camp. It's like back up in there. Shush. Back up in there. But it is only 1 o'clock. And yeah, I'm definitely considering going further. I'm also exhausted, so it might behoove me to stay here. But I don't know what I'll do until dark. Like, I don't know. Might go further, might not. There is another bridge further down, so I could go further if I want to make it to that bridge. But I think either way, I'm gonna chill here for a little bit and then see where I go from there. Shopping cart. This tree is like growing around this bridge like a cancer. It's so weird. Why do you do that? How do you do that? It's got roots up here too. What do you gain from this? Well, it happened. I knew I was tempting fate leaving that bag just unsecured like that, but yeah, it fell in the water. Luckily, it floated and it didn't get too soaked. So hopefully everything that's in there is dry, because it's what I was planning on camping on tonight. I set the bag back up, not learning from my mistakes. But hopefully it'll dry out while it's up there, and yeah. We made it to the other bridge. Should be a nice shelter for the night. It was straight mud to get here, like all the way through there up to here. It was just mud. My shoes are mud. The bottom of this is probably going to be mud, but my plan is to set up everything on top of this, and then that way I'm not in the mud. So the board setup did not work. My bivvy thing is too wide, so what I'm gonna do is hop on over to the other side where this is lower, because I could tie in between these two and have a hammock, which would be much better than the ground. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. So that was a whole mess. I tried to get around to where the bridge meets up like it does here. Couldn't do it. It was straight mud all the way. I tried. I really did try. My feet got covered in mud. I took a mud bath. But it wasn't meant to be. So I wound it up on the other side of the bridge, where it's a simple trot across some nice mud to where I want to be. And yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna set up camp, eat something, and probably pass out until tomorrow. Camp is set up. It's almost golden hour, and I am ready for it to be night hour. I was wondering what that thing is over there, but it's a boat ramp, like an actual ramp for catching air on either boats or jet skis or something. Yeah. Greetings from day 2. My feet are so sunburned that they're swollen. which is on me for not wearing sunscreen and just thinking a hat and stuff will be fine. Like, you have feet too, silly. But, I got breakfast. I'm gonna have to pack up. My gear kind of exploded, so I'll have to deal with that. The water damage wasn't bad though. Like, I'm gonna have to redo my first aid kit, but everything else I should be able to just set out and it'll dry out fine. So, yeah. Also, this is all I have left for water, so. But there's a McDonald's on the way, so I'm thinking I'm gonna stop there and then just run up to that McDonald's and either refill these or get something else to drink or something. That is an absolutely massive tree. Glad I didn't try to go down that. That would have been me. Alright, we stopped at McDonald's, refilled our water, got a quick snack. My stuff's all the way back over there. I'm genuinely considering ending the trip right now because I'm exhausted. And we made it all the way to Milan, so that's a pretty good distance. That's most of what I wanted to do. So that, and I can get a bus like directly out of here back, which is ideal. Where I was gonna put out at, there was nothing. I would have had to walk like a good ways, and I've learned from a couple of the portages that walking is not very nice. So we'll see. Probably take a bus back though.